His Sports Facebook page. It's another NBA chat. Of course, Western Conference and Eastern Conference finals happening at the moment. We're in the Budweiser Lounge, and I'm joined by Herschel Fruen from High School Top 200. .com and Ruscoe, New Zealand's best basketball player.
Brilliant. We'll take it.
But no, join us. Thanks for joining and watching. Make sure you leave us some comments down below on what you're thinking. And I am going to be looking for someone to come in and chat with the Budweiser Lounge on the page for the NBA finals. If you're keen, comment below. Right, gentlemen, let's start with the Western Conference, aka the Western Conference finals. Are we happy the two best teams in the Western Conference have made it?
Yeah, I'm happy with who's there. I think they're going to be there from the start.
Yep.
There was no getting around that. Just what's happened since then with Kawhi going down, Tony Parker going down, just makes it a bit tough to enjoy it, but I think they're the two teams who needed to be there.
Both pretty well deserved, I think, as well. I mean, I don't think you could really pick out any other teams.
There isn't, eh? You think about it, who else?
Because even the Rockets were kind of weak as well. And
yeah.
Thunder were just a good story, but I don't think that they were worth picking in that part.
Would we be upset if the Rockets had made it through there?
I would.
I would have.
I don't like the Rockets at all.
Yeah.
Sticking with the Western Conference finals, I want you to now awards. Who is the most likely to pick up the Calvin Murphy Cup winner? Who is going to win the Calvin Murphy Cup? Do you know who Calvin Murphy is? You guys at home who don't, I googled it this morning because I wanted it to be the Sean Kemp Cup with the most kids in the NBA at the end of his career. Calvin Murphy had 14 kids with 9 different women. That's impressive. So who do you think out of the two rosters, Golden State and Spurs, who's going to retire with the most kids and most wives?
Jonathan Simmons, with newfound fame that he has, and San Antonio is not that big, and Charles Barkley keeps having a go at them. I think he'll just take advantage of picking up all the ladies that hate him. So yeah, I think Jonathan Simmons is going to have his starting five
Pretty quickly. Yeah.
pretty quickly.
7 kids, 4 wives, something along those lines. Brook?
Yeah, mine is Zaza, and the fact that he's the king of Georgia.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think he throws down in Georgia. He's had a lot of off-season time. This is a whole new territory for him. He's not used to playing this far in the playoffs, so
he's made the headlines too at the moment.
So everyone knows who he is.
Everyone knows who he is. He's got good exposure. He's just
he's
a mistake waiting to happen.
See, he's a rugby team. You know, he's a first of thing.
But he won't do it in Golden State.
It's all in Georgia.
All in Georgia. All right. Well, I've heeded your warning before in thoughts. You're right. It's not going to be a Spurs player because they're so disciplined.
Yeah.
They're all home. They're such nice guys. Pop won't allow. It's got to be on the Golden State roster. And I'm going with JaVale McGee. Big JaVale, 7 foot something, walks into the club. Ladies love him. They don't know how ridiculous and clumsy he is. So I'm thinking JaVale's going to get my vote and probably end up with roughly 12 to 13 kids.
It's a nice number. It's a very nice number.
Yeah. Get up, JaVale. Get in there. Righto, gentlemen. Let's chat Eastern Conference, as in the Eastern Conference final. Are we happy the two best teams made it?
Yeah.
It seems like
I mean, like, there's no one else you could really pick. I mean, like, the Eastern Conference is so weak, and there's only limited, I guess, talent that you can have all on one side, and I think they're all on the West, so the East, you can only have LeBron around.
I enjoy that long-winded explanation,
I know,
but I think we got it in one when we just said the best two teams win.
Yeah. There's not much you can do.
Right, sticking with the Eastern Conference finals, gentlemen, I need to know who is going to win the Metal World Peace Award, the biggest hothead in this series. Who's going to come out as being the biggest hothead, or Metal World Peace, our friend? I'll start with you, Brook.
I'm going with Marcus Smart, and just simply on what happened at Oklahoma State when he pushed the photographer or the old man for no real reason when he was kind of in the stands.
He's got a menacing look in his eye.
He's just got that. You wouldn't want to see him in the dark alley type of thing. I'm going with him, and I think they need it. You know, like I think if he gets under some people's skins,
that's going to change the series.
Well, the series is done, but it's going to make it a little bit more interesting and give them something else. You know, they need something, and that might be it.
We're both picking Boston guys, so I'm going for Jay Crowder, and I think because Boston needs something like this to make it, I guess, put them on an even sort of level as well, because Cleveland is going to be way too strong in all the areas, so they have to do something outside of basketball.
Yeah.
But basketball.
I know we do. They need to fire up. They need to get up there emotionally because they're going to get rolled by the Cavaliers if they don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson simply because he's now with the Kardashian, and that always brings a whole lot of people in the crowd. That's right, Kardashian curse. The Boston Celtics fans are going to let him know, and I think he just explodes one game. Just goes, I've had enough!
He's had enough. And LeBron kind of picks on him a little bit.
Yeah,
His new Mario.
Yeah.
His new Mario Chalmers. So,
Alright. Alright, gentlemen, when the end of the conference finals happens,
that was the moves.
when the end of the conference finals happens, gentlemen, what is the most likely headline you will be reading in the paper? See, I thought like an American.
It is very American with QB.
Just pretend. Alright. Kawhi's up Leonard. Spurs to face the Cavs in the NBA Finals. Kawhi Leonard rises from the injury ashes to sink the Warriors. That's one. That's headline number one. You chose all out of three. Cool. Headline number two. Curry's Kitchen. A banquet with the king. And headline number three. The Celtics surprise.
Here it is. The deep
The
voice.
Celtics surprise. Alright, which one's most likely the headlines you'll be reading at the end of these conference finals? It's pretty simple, isn't it? Like, I feel like I'm trying to make something out of nothing.
Oh, they sound good. Very professional.
Thank you.
But it's just got to be number two. It's got to be Curry's Kitchen because, like, you can't really, like, everyone's going to have to get injured for two teams to make it that are supposed to make it.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's going to have to get injured at some point. So, like, I don't see how you can even argue for the other side. Like, and it doesn't even sound good if you have Spurs versus Boston in the finals. No one even want to watch that final.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've given us nothing really. It's number two. It's Curry's Kitchen.
That's quite cool though.
Both
Curry's
series,
Kitchen.
yeah.
A banquet for the king.
I like how you
Steph
did.
Curry.
Did it take long to come up with these?
Steph Curry for me. It did actually.
Yeah.
I sat on my deck chair going, oh, it would be a cool headline. No, that's not good enough. A Curry's Kitchen will work though.
Ooh.
Banquet for the king.
Nice.
So I think we've guessed it. We've got
How do you do?
there's that versus that.
Oh, this.
There we go. Cavs. Golden State Warriors. I'm going to give these away too if you're interested. Right, boys, I'm going to do a couple of brain twisters for you for the NBA headlines. Celtics get the number one draft pick. Are we happy with that? And actually, look at his face. Straight
Yeah, I
away.
know you see it.
No, because I just don't want to. I don't want to agree with the fact that the Lakers should be there.
Right.
They should be there because they're useless, but they shouldn't be there because of chance of balls rolling down into.
You've got a conspiracy theory here. You think that
And the
it's...
conspiracy theory is not a conspiracy. It's just. Because like it's just too many things falling into the right place for
Right.
one team. For one team, not.
So you're thinking like the Cavaliers, how they got a whole lot of first round picks when they were terrible. And
They were just useless.
Right, okay. And then the Lakers, you think the gods, the NBA gods shine upon them because they are a big franchise.
What was the percentage that they would be in the top three? Or something like 15% that they'll be in the top. Yeah, it's real small.
Yeah.
But they ended up getting the second one.
But I think last year there was the only way that it would have been rigged because they would have got Ben Simmons. I think Ben Simmons was clear cut ahead, and if it was like that, he would have been in LA last year. They would have got number one pick.
So Ball or Fultz? Who are the Celtics taking number one?
I hope the Celtics take Ball, but I think they'll take Fultz.
And I'm the same. I think they'll take Fultz, but I think they should take Ball, but they will take Fultz. Sorry. I just think long term, when it's all said and done in 20 years, that Ball probably will be a better career. You know, he'll be very Jason Kidd, that kind of.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good career. So he'll be somewhere along those lines.
All right. Gentlemen, I need you to give Stephen Adams a rating, an NCEA rating for his season this year. I'm too old to be rated this way, but you've got achieved, highly achieved, merit, excellence and merit, and apparently you can get better, but I don't think I need the high-end scale. I'm just saying.
Well, I never got better at school, so I don't know.
What are we giving him for this season? You start with you, Hersh.
I will give him achieved.
Achieved?
Yeah. Because he achieved making the roster.
He achieved making the roster, he achieved making a pretty big salary.
Yeah.
He
But that's besides the game on the court.
Right.
That's what he's done before.
Did he
This
deserve-
year,
Did he play
he
like
deserved it last year.
Right, but
That's why he got paid this year. And then if we were to pay him from what he did this year,
right.
that check won't be $100 million.
Right.
It would be 50 over 4. Or
But
something.
You know him personally, so be very careful with how you...
I'm going to excellence on excellence and excellence. But I'm just saying, at this time last year, before the Western Conference playoffs, his check wouldn't have been as big as well. So if he was potentially playing in the series this year, right now, that's when it all kind of took off for him.
How good, hey? It didn't kick off for him in this
Yeah,
place.
it just blew up. And he was unreal in that series. And I'll give him a merit, a solid merit, just on. I think he was the second best player on that team.
Yeah.
Maybe not numbers wise, but it's hard when it does a triple double. Defensively, set screens, he got him everywhere you needed to be.
Oh, you got highly achieved for screens.
Yeah, highly achieved.
Yeah.